Hello everyone, LRon here with part 60 of my Total Terraria World Annihilation. So I realize that there's probably like an 85% chance that I have uploaded the previous cohort and it was still set to private. Because even after I'm done uploading I have to cut out the first 10 seconds because my recording settings, or not my recording settings, but my rendering settings often create some graphical flaw in the first 10 seconds or so, and so that's why everything's usually more so on the order of 9 minutes 50 seconds exactly instead of 10 minutes exactly, in case you're wondering about that. And so I need to wait until YouTube takes like a 30-minute additional processing time before allowing those to go live, because if I tell it to go live, it will use the version that has the 10-second thing. So I've got a strange feeling that I never went back to the browser that I use exclusively for uploading YouTube, so I've never flipped the switch on those. If that's the case, I'll flip the switch as I upload these ones, which means we're going to have almost back-to-back cohorts. Like these two cohorts will probably end up going live within days of each other. Which is probably fine because both the previous one and this one's are relatively short cohorts. The previous one was like 4 videos long, and this one's going to be 3 videos long. I actually have to fudge it a bit in the third video. I have to accelerate the speed of regular stuff a bit to basically get the final 40 seconds to be in that video instead of having to either record more video or have a 40-second video, and that 40 seconds of video just didn't make sense, and I need to continue pushing along so I can eventually give this game system back to its original owner. So I decided against recording more, because I've been down that rabbit hole before. When I was purely dedicated to doing these videos, I would end up running into the case where I've got like a minute left over, so then I go in, record some more, record for like another hour and a half or so, and then, when everything's all said and done, it's once again like, 4-minute remainder. That kind of stuff. So it becomes a slippery slope, and that's how I ended up having such huge cohorts at one point. Cohorts that were like 20 videos long, and that really just doesn't make sense. It essentially kind of ruins the whole experience for everybody, really, because I run out of stuff to say and filibust out the wazoo. And so that makes me slower in big cohorts, and then you get worse experience because I don't have fresh things to talk about. So shorter cohorts that are more frequent are probably generally better than huge cohorts that take weeks to do. But in any case, that's enough of that. Actually, 2 cohorts ago, I wanted to mention that someone has joined the OT8 club. I know only a couple people have watched that video, but apparently someone who has beaten the OT8 achievement in Postal 2 has messaged me and provided adequate proof that they have indeed achieved the achievement. So now that Steam group has more than 1 person. myself being the first person, of course. So congratulations to Zero for joining this elite group, and I hope more will follow suit and provide proof that they have earned the achievement so that they can get their invitation as well. Cool. So, that's good, because I've been meaning to mention that, but last two cohorts ended up being pretty packed with information, and you know, I kept forgetting to say it as I was recording, and I guess as I was in good transition points, I always started another lengthy topic. But now we should be good on that front. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes was painfully short. As I've heard before, but I didn't know the extent of it. It was extremely depressing. For a game that's main storyline is completed in 15 minutes if you're efficient, probably 20 to 30 minutes if you're goofing around. They charged $20 for that. And I'd have to say that Konami played those guys like a damn fiddle. As Kaz Miller would say at the end of the main storyline. That was his big quote of the game. He goes into some rampage, is like, "They played me like a damn fiddle!" Or something along those lines. But it's just funny because Konami played these fans like a fiddle. I'm really glad that I was kind of out of the loop on all that and got to just play it for free after the fact. But in any case, I did end up playing all the side ops and extra ops and all that good stuff, and that certainly helped. It still, in the end, was not worth $20, that's for sure. Konami for sure played y'all like a fiddle. But I did 100% it. First thing on the PlayStation Network that I ever 100%ed. But sadly, there were not enough trophies to constitute there being a platinum trophy, so still 0 platinums here. In case you're wondering, I was a 360 person, so that's why I'm behind on this whole trophy business. And then, of course, I, at this point, primarily play on the PC, so that even puts me further behind. But that was kind of the whole point of this, borrowing the PS3 business, was to catch me up on what a former coworker thought of as essential PS3 games. So, on that note, he deemed Demon Souls to be essential, so that's what I'm working on now. I actually started playing that a couple days ago. Before starting up this cohort, I decided I needed something to talk about, and that certainly is a game that gives you a lot to talk about without even playing much of it. So that's good. I'm glad that that all panned out right. I won't have time to get into any of that in this video, so I will bring this up again in the next video. I will see you there.